Alrighty, here she is, Phantom 3 Professional. GPS vision positioning system, axis stabilization, long range HD live view, 4K video recording. Gold. Let's have a look. Still hard to get the thingy. I'm going to buy a backpack for this unit. A bit easy to transport around in the box. What do you got in here then? There's the controller. Bad. Have a look at that. No worries. Here we go. Look at that. DJI controller. If you're watching this video, you probably know a bit about these drones anyway. These things are cool. This has got really good build quality. Customizable buttons. Customizable controls as well via the app. Adjustable antennas depending on how you want to stand, but they recommend that the transmission heads that way to the drone rather than that way to the drone, so I think they're actually meant to be around there. What else you got in here to start with? Okay, get yourself a nice little lanyard here, stick them on here so she doesn't fall onto the ground. Pretty cool. Just hang that up there. Okay. This express button here is a return to home. Long press it and she comes straight back again. Don't forget to adjust all your settings so that when you do press return to home, it actually returns to you rather than somewhere else. Very important. So depending on what you want to attach on here, I'm attaching, I've got a Note 3 which I'll just stick on here for you guys now, show you how it's attached. So simply a matter of pushing this side button in here and she extends nicely. So if you're using a phone, you'll think, hang on a minute, that ain't gonna work. So what you need to do is pull out these little things here and lock them in place. Go to the DJI Mavic app, select your appropriate device, Phantom 3 Pro, click on camera, and it's now looking for the drone, which it won't find because it's not turned on. I'll explain all this stuff a bit later on, but I'm just showing you how the phone's connected. I run the cord up here like so. Make sure your firmware's up to date on the controller and the drone before you fly it. I certainly recommend using the manual to read out how to use this thing. It's pretty full on. And here she is right here. So awesome stuff. Battery compartment, gimbal holder, gimbal protector. If you're buying one of these second hand, keep an eye on these joins up under here, under the rotors and above. They are prone to cracking. Check the legs. The antennas are on the legs down here. 2, 3, 4 antennas, so make sure they're all in place. Check your sensors underneath. Check your gimbal mounts, your 4 rubber boots. You actually get a few of these spare. If you do happen to crash it and you're lucky enough not to destroy your camera or gimbal, which would be a pain, because these cameras, which are 4K, are about $400, $500. So don't go wrecking it. So I've seen a couple of gimbal protectors for when you're transporting it, but you know what, the one that it comes with, this unit here, I think it's pretty good. Before you do anything in relation to turning it on, pull them out. Okay, there's 2 of them there. Make sure they're removed, otherwise your gimbal will start up and she'll do some tricks and well, guess what? She'll jam and you'll get errors up on your screen. The app is awesome, gives you plenty of information, massively customizable. You can, as I said, adjust your controllers, your views, your height, return to home height, distance to fly before returning to home, all that sort of stuff. Really good. I could be here for hours talking about it. If you do need to do a firmware upgrade on your device, this is the port you can use. Attach it directly to your PC. Otherwise, you can use an SD card, micro, which sits in this slot here, so just push it out like you do normal SD cards. Okay, when she's not turned on, the gimbal and everything flows around quite freely, as you can see. Talking about these rubber boots, get some spares, because if you do knock it, these plastic clips can break easily and that will mess up the your video footage. And I'll just fire it up for you. I've also got in the box here some props. Four of them, funnily enough. Now you'll find when you do this for the first time, you'll go, some are screwing on funny, some aren't screwing on, I'm not sure what's going on. On top of the props you'll see little locks and unlocks, so you know which way to spin it. And you'll see 2 are silver, 2 are silver and 2 are red. It's black, colourblind, colour silly. The black ones, guess what they do? They go on the motor with a black dot. See, that has a black dot and no black dot. Black dot, no black dot. Black dot, screw on here, and just spins on anti-clockwise, self-locking, a little bit of turn. You don't need to get spanners out and do it really hard, you'll just wreck it. Okay, so I won't turn them on at the moment because I'm going to fire up the drone, and it's a good point to make while you are doing some configuring with the remote. Don't have any rotors on in case you should happen to start it up and it goes crazy. Okay, so start it up, you get your remote, long press the start button once and then long press it for a second, and you'll get some displays coming up on the screen here. It's automatically configured to my phone. Tells me I've got the latest firmware, which is good. Controller signal, yeah. Okay. Go back out of that. So it tells me you have the latest firmware, normal IMU, compass to calibrate, but I've done that already. Radio channel's good, flight mode. A lot of this won't come up because the drone's not turned on, which we will do right now. Get your smart battery. Takes about 50 minutes to charge fully, takes about 20 minutes to drain. Get back your drone here. You can see it's got some connectors in there. Line up with the connectors there. Slide them in until you hear a click. No probs. Check the status of the battery, how much power you have left. You can look on the app, press the button once, it'll bring up 1 to 4 bars. 4 bars is obviously completely full, so I'll turn it on by a quick press and then followed by a long press, and you'll see the gimbal going hello, hello, what's going on? Here we are. Okay. We're talking satellite positioning, fly with caution. Bring that there. It's just doing some little beeping. You guys can have a stare at that. It'll bring IMU error, which means it's still looking for satellites. I'm actually in a room here where I'm not going to get too much satellite. But having said that, it has connected with sight only, so that's fine. She tells you it's warming up to start with. But what I want to show you guys here is get your video settings sorted out. If you're going to play with these, make sure you write down what settings you use, otherwise you're going to forget. There are a million things you can do in here, let me tell you. From setting the controllers, your sticks, what mode you want your sticks in. There are 3 different modes, or you can customize it. I'm not going to go through these in detail now. Yep, so going ahead and back, I'm not going to go through these now. I'll go through these in another video when I have learned exactly what they all do. Auto calibrate your gimbal, follow first person view. You can adjust everything. Everything's adjustable and cached and looks at, and oh, terrific. Click on here, it tells you whereabouts you are. You know, it actually brings up your last flight path if you wish. Ready to go. So when you want to take off, you push the takeoff button. Ensure it is safe to take off. Let me just slide that and it'll hover to 1.2 meters, which is, believe it or not, customizable. So you can have that hovering to 5 meters or 1 meter or whatever you want. So 1.2 meters. It'll automatically locate your position when I've got some satellites, which I don't have at the moment. Okay. And there you have it. There's just a quick hookup with your drone. We are now ready to go once the props are in. So I'm going to take this out now and I'm going to see how it flies. Okay, terrific. I'll just quickly show you the gimbal controller. This dial at the back here is slow moving up and down, and like everything else, that can be adjusted for speed. At the moment it's going reasonably slowly, or you can flick the button at the back here and you can go straight to the bottom and straight up horizontal again. Just don't know if I can remember where to. I think I can adjust gimbal roll, so we want the gimbal roll to perhaps that's roll adjustment. We want to keep that level, don't we? Which is there. Close that off. Where was that? Auto calibrate gimbal. To the across level. Okay, let's do a calibration. It's just going to spin through itself shortly. Do not move the aircraft. Okay, you're not moving. Look. Okay, so she's calibrated. Interesting. I want to find for you guys here. Instagram video captioning, overexposure warning. I might format the SD card. Done. Let's try and find our gimbal speed. Okay, tilt speed 50 to 100. So if we crank that up to 74, what's going to happen here And we do our adjusting up and down. It should be a lot faster. Gimbal pan synchronize. Gimbal start stop buffer. Okay. No, I think we'll leave that on 50. In fact, I'm going to reset the settings. There we go. That's how it's meant to operate. Straight up, straight down. Gimbal start stop buffer is at 30. Okay. Now, if you want to shoot further up in the sky with your video, you can turn on your 30-degree extensible. Now what that allows you to do, if you look at my box picture here, it will actually allow you to go further up. However, what that also does in turn is captures your rotors as they're spinning around. So if you don't mind capturing your blades, then certainly have that turned on. If you don't want to capture your blades, turn that off. Sweet. Okay, so there we have up and down. Really good. Alright. Okay, no worries guys. Well, I'll power off now. One press and then one long press. One press and one long press. I think the weather's pretty good outside. So what we're going to do now is go for a fly. Remember, when you're transporting your drone, reattach your gimbal protector, which just simply slides in here, like so. Like so. And the rear one as well. Like so. So there you have it. You're now ready to go. Alright, thanks for watching guys. Check my next vid, first flight.